Everyone, this is Tina. Thank you for joining me here on the Styles on Top Beauty slash 60-second clip and go hair topper channel. And I am here today because I wanted to create a video to answer some of the most frequently asked questions that I get in my comments on YouTube and email, and also on social media like Instagram and platforms such as those. So I wanted to hop on today and answer some questions. And I also wanted to go through the 60-second hair unit guide that is free right now on my website. And you can see the link on the screen will take you directly to the guide, and you can download your own free copy of the 60-second guide. And I'm going to share that guide with you shortly. But before I do, if you are not currently subscribed to the Styles on Top and 60-second clip and go hair topper channel here on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe. I will use this platform a lot more to share information and to educate, provide information on things that are going on with Styles on Top Beauty and the 60-second clip and go hair unit, but also provide more information and content about hair replacement, hair care and maintenance, different things that are related to hair loss, and also just basic, self-care information and videos. So if you want to, or if you enjoy content like that, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and like this video and share it if you find it helpful. So again, I do get a lot of questions from people who have interest or just curious about what a hair topper is. Hair toppers are not new. They have been around for decades, and you may have seen people refer to them as hair toupees. I think toupees are probably, they're referred to toupees most frequently with men who get hair replacement. But for women, hair toppers has not been a popular term that's been used, because I don't know if it's because people didn't know about them, or they were not a popular service or a product for women. But hair toppers is a term that I feel like goes more fluently with women when we refer to hair replacement, specifically partial hair replacement. So a toupee, as you may or may not know, a toupee and a topper is a partial hair unit, where we think about wigs. They cover the full head. They cover, they give you that full coverage, a 360 coverage, whereas toupees and hair toppers will only give you top coverage on the top crown area of the head. So when we think about toupees and we think about hair toppers, we want to think about partial coverage. All right, so they're not new. And specifically the 60-second clip and go hair topper, which is my product that I created. It is a custom made unit that is specifically made for women who have that challenge in the crown area of achieving their, achieving your hairstyles. If you like wearing short hair, but you don't have enough either density in the top or length in the top to achieve the hairstyle, the toppers are there to give you that support. So I created the 60-second clip and go hair unit because I wanted to provide more support for people who have that challenge. And in addition to providing more options for people, for women who have that challenge, I wanted to make it so simple and quick that it was not time consuming, it was not frustrating, it was not one more thing that you need to worry about when you are trying to just go about your life and want to look and feel like the confidence, the because for women and for men, some men, it's very hard to go out into the world when you don't feel 100% confident. So I wanted to provide a product that would help restore and provide some of that confidence back, and without having to worry about if people know I'm wearing a topper, or if people know this is not all of my hair. It needs to be undetectable, it needs to be reliable, it needs to fit securely and help you feel confident. So that was my major purpose in creating something that could support women. So some of the questions that I get are women wanting to know how to install. So with a 60-second clip and go hair unit, there are clips attached to the hair unit, and those clips open. You pop them open, you slide them in on your, once you have already molded the sides and the back, or cut it, however you're going to wear it. If you have hair in the top, you're going to mold that down so that it lies flat, or maybe you can braid it, and you can slide those clips right underneath the braid, or you can slide it underneath the hair that's remaining in the crown area. Then once you have installed it in the area where you want to, where it fits comfortably, you're going to go ahead and close or pop those clips closed. It's so simple and so easy. The units come pre-styled. They're already styled. They're already cut. So, but the only modifications you might need to make is if it's too long, or, you want it shorter, or you want more, layers or something in it. You can always have it shaped or customized to suit your needs. So how are they worn? They are installed by using wig clips, and you just blend it in with your natural hair to make it more suitable for your style. They also can come without clips, because some people prefer to use bonding tape or glue. They prefer to have it sewn down or what have you. So there are options. You can have it done that way too. If you don't have hair in the top, you can always use those other methods to secure the hair unit. Another question that I get a lot is, how do you measure your hair, or do you have to measure? And the short answer is, you don't have to measure. But if you have specific needs as far as coverage, you may want to measure. Now, on my website, which you see at the bottom of the screen here on the link, it's stylesontopbeauty.com. There you will see, if you click on some of the hair units, you will see that they come in two different standard sizes. The typical standard size is 7 inches by 6, and that works well for women who have a normal or average head size. I don't want to say abnormal, because some of us have small heads and some people have a larger head. For people who have the average head size, which measures about 21, 22 inches in circumference, the 7 by 6 is perfect. For people who may have a larger head, like 23-inch circumference, you may need a, 23 and up, you may need a 7.5 by 7-inch hair topper to give you the coverage that you need. Now, when we say 7 by 6 and 7.5 by 7, I'm talking about the base of the unit, which is the portion of the unit that will attach or will sit directly on your head, not the actual hair. The hair will come down below or beyond the base, and it will cover, give you the coverage across the front. It will give you the coverage around the sides and the back. You don't necessarily need a larger cap or base just because you have a larger head. So it just depends on your preference. A larger base on a small head is not going to give you the best fit, because the base is going to need to sit so far down that it may go beyond your hairline, or it may come down back below, and the style won't look the way that you want it to look. So just because you get a bigger size does not mean I'll put it this way, a bigger size most likely will not work for a smaller head because it's not going to look like you want it to look. So larger head size, larger base size, smaller head size, or average head size, the standard size will work. If you have a very small head, like less than 21 inches circumference, you may need to get a customized base size. Therefore, you will need to measure to get the size that you need. So you will need to do some measurements to get the proper size. So, but there is a video here on my YouTube channel about measuring for hair toppers. So if you have questions, more questions about that, you can check out that video. Other questions that I get are colors. Do you have gray? I get that a lot. People want to know, do you have, or do the units come in gray? And the short answer is yes, they do. I'll elaborate on that a little bit more. If the hair is available, it's very difficult to find gray hair extensions in curly textures. You want a straight style, salt and pepper, platinum gray, or silver, those not a problem. That can be found, but it's very difficult to find decent hair quality in curly textures. So that's the short answer. If you have something specific, then you can always send me an email or a comment or question under the video to get more in depth. Another question that I get a lot is, is there a location for my business? And no, I do not have a physical business location as far as providing service for hair units. So I am a licensed cosmetologist. Up until a year ago, I did have a physical space, but with the product that I provide, I have made it so easy that women don't need to come in to see me to obtain a hair topper. So I have been able to create the base of the unit and make it so that it fits the head shape, and it's just not something that lies on your head. And I've been able to make it so detailed that people are able to do it themselves. So I haven't needed a physical space to provide this product. So currently no location. If the need presents itself, then I'm not opposed to having a location for Styles on Top Beauty. But right now we are strictly online. I say me. The whole operation is an online business. And that's been pretty successful for women who have used the product. I have not received any complaints about fit or not being able to install it. They pretty much are able to figure it out. And it comes when you receive your hair unit. If you order, it comes pre-cut, pre-styled, ready to install. And the name 60-second clip and go hair topper is relevant because I wanted to create something that was super duper quick and easy, user friendly, because I have found that there are women who live in places where there are not a lot of hairstylists who are familiar with hair replacement. There are some stylists who don't service hair extensions at all. And when you have hair loss and you live in different geographical areas, you need options. So I was happy to realize that the hair toppers are able to help people do it themselves, be more self-sufficient. They are convenient, they're quick, they're easy to install, and they are fit, what's the word I'm trying to say? They are meeting the need. That's what I'm trying to say. They are meeting the needs of the people who use the hair units. So that is okay. So no physical location for Styles on Top. We're strictly online. You can find everything you need at www.stylesontopbeauty.com, and that has worked so far. Another question that I get is how to care for the hair units. So they are super duper easy. I try to provide the best quality hair possible that I can find, that is reasonable and does not require that my prices are sky high. So I try to find reasonably quality hair extensions to use for the hair units. And the benefit of that is that it makes it super easy to care for. Another benefit is that the hair units are long lasting. Another benefit is that they look natural, they undetectable, because the quality of the hair is up to par, and so that you don't have to worry about the hair kinking up, matting up, getting tangled and just looking frayed if you use heat on it. I try to make sure that it is very, for the price, it is a good quality of hair. So that's another question that I get. So, and then, hold on one second. And honestly, like, in the beginning, there were a lot of questions, because hair toppers, when I started creating hair toppers about 5 years ago, it was not a common option. It was not a common option for hair replacement, to be honest. I mean, as far as what I had, the research that I had done, there were some commercial hair units out there that, you could find online, and in the beauty stores, there were a couple of hair pieces that I saw, like clip-on bangs and different things, but there were not a lot of options for women who had wide scale hair loss in the top. So women were wearing quick weaves, they were wearing wigs, they were wearing sew-ins. And so those were the options that were very popular, a few years ago, and they still are. And it works for some people, and for some people who have allergies, or, their scalp can't tolerate any glue or tape or tight braiding, so those are the people who these hair units did not work for. And so those were the individuals that I was thinking about when I created the 60-second clip and go hair topper, because I too, well, I'll put it this way. Initially, when I created the unit, I created it for myself, because I was one, and I still am sometimes, who likes to change up my hairstyle. I've always loved short hair ever since high school. And I always liked color, changing my color. Sometimes I want longer hair. Sometimes I want it super short. But I wanted options. And so I created the first unit for myself, because I wanted to see, if I created the entire top piece unit, how easy would it be to maintain the back and the sides? Because we know that short hair is not low maintenance. You have to do tapers, you have to do relaxer, you have to, color if you wear color. And so it's not as low maintenance as people think. And I wanted to find a way to, if I wanted to change my hair up, maybe I don't have to do a relaxer so often, or I don't have to touch up that color every, 4 to 6 weeks, or how long can I go in between services? And that was the primary reason why I created the 60-second clip and go hair topper, because I wanted to see if it would look natural if I created an entire unit to just clip onto the top of my hair. And so I did that. I fell in love instantly. And I'm like, man, if this worked for me, I wonder if there are other women who could benefit from this as well. And so I took pictures of myself with the hair units. I started, you know, I honestly, I didn't have a website at the time. So I don't even know how. I think on Instagram, I might have started posting pictures of myself. And some people would see me with the unit on and they would message me. And I just started selling them like one at a time on Instagram. I would have people I would PayPal an invoice to somebody and they would pay it. And then I would create it and mail it off. And then at that time, I was in the hair salon, and the stylist next to me had clients who had hair loss in the top. And so I started making the units for those people and, making them, not thinking much about it. I was still just servicing clients, doing natural hair in the salon. I was not marketing the hair toppers at all. The only reason I was creating them is because, again, I made them for myself, and I made them for the neighbor in the suite next to me for her clients. And I had no idea they were helping people. Honestly, I didn't, because that wasn't why I started creating them. Until one day, or until a couple times, the neighbor in the suite next to me had me come over so that her clients could tell me how the hair units really have blessed their lives. And I was like, wow, I didn't, I had no idea. But it was very humbling to understand that this is a real issue for a lot of women. And just hearing that just really, it really changed my mindset as far as the hair toppers go. But still, I did not think of creating the hair units on a wider scale. Not at that time. I think it was probably another year before I decided to pursue doing this full time. And the reason why I did is because I went to a class. It was a hair replacement class, and it was a stylist was teaching other stylists how to install hair toupees for men. I thought that was something that I wanted to do. So I took the class, and after I took the class, I realized that I didn't want to service men. I didn't want to have male clients. So, and the technique was pretty in depth, and I was like, But so then it's like God just dropped it in my spirit. Like, you already have a product. You already have a product that you have created out of your, mind, creativity. Why are you trying to do this? And so I was like, wow, I didn't even think, I don't know why I did it, why I never thought about offering my product to the public, like on a wider scale. It never dawned on me until I took that class, and I realized that I did not want to have male clients. There are women that need solutions. And so I went back to the drawing board, and I said, hey, okay, how can I make this hair unit higher quality, make it an even better option, like a high quality option for women that will serve the need that they have for hair loss, because there was nothing out there like how I started to create mine. And so that is what inspired me to really, really dive deep and, make the hair unit that is known as the 60-second clip and go hair topper. So that's how it all began. And as soon as I figured out how to create them and make them higher quality than before, they just took off. And I've sold over 900 hair units all over the US and some out of the country. Some women out of the country have ordered, and it has just really taken off. And so now I am into trying to just educate people about hair replacement, about hair loss, about hair care, about confidence and self esteem, and all of those things that go into this process of hair restoration, hair, confidence, just all of that stuff that's all wrapped up into one. So, those some of the most frequently asked questions, and just a little bit about how I even got started making these hair toppers. So I hope that was informative for you. And so now I'm going to quickly bring up this guide on the screen. I'm going to flip through some of the pages in the guide. I'm not going to talk a lot about the hair guide, because you can download your free copy if you want from the website. There are a limited number of free downloads on this product on my website. But if you are interested in having one, please feel free to go to stylesontopbeauty.com. The direct link to the guide is here at the bottom of the screen, so feel free to write it down. I don't know if it's clickable, but you can write it down, go directly to that link, and get your free copy. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and present the guide on the screen, and then you can decide if you want to go ahead and grab your free copy. So here you'll see this on my website. If you go to the 60-second clip and go page on the website, you'll see this guide here. It's a digital download, so you'll be able to download it right away and flip through to see if you see any hair units that you like or any information that you like. And you'll have access to this. So here is the guide, the style benefits and use guide for 60-second clip and go hair toppers. Just intro here, real solutions for real women. And as you go through, there is a table of contents that tells you what you'll see in this guide as you flip through all of the pages. And I guess it's about 39 pages. I haven't gone through it recently, but it just tells you a little bit about the hair toppers and Styles on Top Beauty. Tells you a little bit of background about Styles on Top Beauty and how the 60-second clip and go hair topper came into existence. A little bit about me, my name, some background on myself. And then we get into the guide, and it's broken down by texture and texture types, sizes, different things. So for curls and naturals, you can see all of the hair units in that section. There's the straight section for straight textures. You can see all of the hair units under that section. And then we get to locks and braids. There are a few styles in this category. If you're looking for units for more coverage, we have a few in this section. And then here are units for less coverage. You can see those units there with a little bit of information about each one. Synthetics, a couple here, lace closure units. There are a few here. Expert advice from me, just giving you a little bit of info and tips about choosing a hair topper. Some how-tos here if you have questions, and what customers are saying here is the last slide that I have. And so that is the unit guide. If you're interested in downloading your free copy of this guide, feel free to click that link. And so that's it. I just wanted to hop on, answer a few of the frequently asked questions, and then tell you a little bit about the guide that's free and available right now for download if you're interested. Again, I thank you so much for joining me here on the Styles on Top Beauty page. I hope you found this video helpful and useful. And again, if you have not already, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at info@stylesontopbeauty.com, or you can leave your question or comment underneath this video. And I hope that you have an amazing day, and come back and join me and turn on your notifications so when I add another video, you'll be the first to know. So otherwise, thanks for joining me, and see you.